got ourselves team 1 together with Conan, the Barbarian joining. I feel like I should have a mount that fits Conan the Barbarian. It's gotta be like some big like Gron, like Cyclops looking thing. Gotta be a Montfall first up versus Chicago. Immediately starting off with a couple of glaives as Chicago. Are you using dark iron weapons to go in your back? That's so good. I didn't realize to go in your back. Wait a second, that's so good. It's gonna go for a bit of lava burst, not elemental blast. Are you playing that fire elemental shaman or something? Actually playing lava burst. It's gonna be a quick route onto Montfall. Does have a Shivara trying to attack him, actually trying to break you out of that route. But since you dodge it, you can't get hit by it. It's going to be a hunt, but that's good for a burrow. Does that cancel a hunt? It does not. It's going to be able to hunt into the back of Chicago, trying to go for a bit of recovery. It's going to be those guardians helping you out. Montfall got himself lots of damage still to this day. Darkness down in order to make sure he's a-okay. What is this shielding you got going on? What is that? It's got to be a trinket, right? It's got to be like an effect or an embellishment or something. What is that? It's going to be like the lasso for Chicago. Actually, no, it is the PvP thing probably, isn't it? It's probably the PvP tier set bonus, the one from World PvP. Flying up in the air, Montfall trying to see if he could raid and throw above on Chicago, but Chicago, honestly, like even if you got like that air superiority, Chicago got that range. They could always snipe you out from down below. They're like an anti-air cannon. Montfall trying to see if he could back up out of them. Static Totem does end up actually catching him in the open. Oh, and Chicago walks in quick. Lava Lash taking him out with my man. I think it is Raph up next. It is my man Raph trying to give Chicago. What is this Moggy got going on? You know what? I kind of like it. I know you stutter stepping. It looks weird on my screen, but I like that Mog. I don't know what it is. I feel like it just kind of all fits together. Gonna be a quick breath onto Chicago. It's gonna go for Poly. Immediate trigger by Chicago. Actually gonna be quite a bit of damage for Rob with a barrage to follow. It's gonna be a wall for Chicago. Trying to see if he can tank up as much damage as possible. He got himself the static totem to at least put Rob back into place. Got himself a little bit of that mobility to reposition behind the pillar. Mad amount of missiles flying on Chicago. Big touch of the magic is still upon him. Mad damage to follow. Big barrage, baby. Oh my god, the barrage just came and Suave just ended up getting him out of the game. My goodness, it looks like maybe I'm wrong. Maybe this whole like, hey, enhancement normally was a winner against the mage. Maybe that is not a thing anymore. Gonna be the observer joining in. Rob actually ended up eliminating that thing within seconds. It's gonna go for a freeze onto hell. Trying to see if we can avoid him as best as possible, as the succubus as well as the warlock are frozen in place. Gonna be Rough trying to see if we can position around the corner. Gonna be Mad Missile, big burst onto hell out of left field. Does end up walling this off. Trying to see if he can go for a bit of a spell reflect. Gonna be Mortical reflected back at him as Rough ended up stealing the spell steal. You don't see the animation of the spell steal being stolen or spell reflect being stolen, but you do get the buff, and hell cannot say that he spell stole it. Unless you're watching your own buffs, you can't really see it for yourself. Gonna be a quick second BCC onto Rav with the fear to follow him. As Rav got himself a random moment of burst. Actually, last minute invis what is it called? What was the oh my god, you blasted out the balloon demon from the air in just a quick cast. What just happened? That thing just died instant. Big missiles to follow. Oh my god, unleashing just all of its arcane goodness back together. Oh my goodness. Wait, why does LG have a Earth Shield? Wait, I mean, it's kind of weird, but actually, Raph will be able to spell steal that thing, and it's basically him getting the buff, isn't it? Knocked back into the rogue. Mad damage out of LG. Some of the Jesus, what is that damage? It's just everything sent all at once. I don't understand this. How he's gonna deal with it. Chicken power does get interrupted on. It gives him opportunity to at least cast arcane abilities straight into the rogue's face. Maybe a Cloak of Shadow situation. Does go for the Nova as a blind comes out for the rogue, looking for a bit of an escape. If Rav has any mobility to reposition against the rogue, he might be able to find him. Does not get to catch him real quickly. Is picking up the eyes as the sap comes out. At least knows where the rogue is at. And at this point, it's going to be down to Ruff to see if he can potentially counter the rogue. Does knock him back immediately as the rogue opens up with a shadow strike. Shadow step, getting a shot, getting blinked away. Trying to see if he can go for an interrupt. Does not go for an interrupt just yet. Just a secret technique instead onto Ruff with a shift to follow. As Ruff just trying to see if he can back up out of there. Not a lot of health available. Is going to get a polymorph onto the rogue. No longer Cloak of Shadows available. No restealth for a moment. Actually, maybe an opportunity for you to blast him out. The rogue has nothing left right now. Maybe this is an opportunity to make the big go, make big play. Oh my god, 1 second on the vanish. A last second. Touching the magic. Is it enough right now though? Touching the Magi? Does it do enough damage? Does it not do any damage? Touching the Magi does no damage. The rogue does get himself frozen up. Get a shot to Rob, does a way out of it immediately. Knocked back on the rogue, has a shadow step back to it. Rob, does he have enough damage right now? Needs a bit more. Oh my god. Oh, wait, what happened to the cheat death? Did she just not do anything? Oh, no, 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 Terror Barrows. I was gonna say, give this man an honor duel, but he's not gonna do it. He sees the mage threat. What is this Wake of Ashes thing? Why does it hit through a wall? I feel like out of all the abilities, that definitely should not hit through any walls whatsoever. I feel like that's a little much. Spell stealing, Hand of Freedom, trying to go for cast around the pillar. Rav got nothing real left right now. Can maybe go for Massive Visio very, very soon. Needs to find a way to just sit down and get some food at some point. Definitely needs to go sit down and get some food at some point. Trying to see if he can bait Turbo's over there. Massive Vis, but he's staying in Consecration. Not ideal. Oh, I think it just might be over. Blink. Oh, Frozen. Oh, Froze. Oh, what is this, Judgment? What are these random hammers flying in through the wall? I am actually upset for you. I'm upset for you. Terror Barrows, it just feels like your class is cheating to a degree. Wake of Ashes through a wall, Judgments through a wall. Like, how is any of that fair? Oh, Judgment. Oh, man, I just saw it flying in. That's all you can do. It's sent. Oh, and at that point, all you can do is like, do you have an ice block or do you not have a block? That's all you could really ask at that point. Terror Barrows did get a kill, but I am not gonna lie, chat, I was frustrated watching it because it's just like my man Roth had no help whatsoever, and it felt like, okay, well, at least game should give him a fair chance to like, wait, Terror Barrows, you're about to just slam cross it out. My goodness, this guy got quite a bit of burst, even without like any through the wall stuff. Little Pally. Dude, why out of all the classes, like, okay, Rogue is another class that can literally hit through a wall. Pally bugging. He literally is bugging. I mean, Wake of Ashes hitting through a wall, I don't think it should work that way, but he was literally just like, sent it. Through a wall, I'm just gonna send it. I know it has like an animation that it flies through a wall, but nothing in the tilt up side, oh yeah, ignores line of sight or ignores walls, ignores permeable objects. And then random judgments. I guess it is the proc from Toll, right? Divine Toll. That probably just automatically flies through, but it's just so frustrating to deal with. It's just the same thing as rogues, right? When they go behind like the pillar, behind the boxes, over in the Dalaran sewers, and they can hit you through the boxes, it's just as frustrating. And even the rogue one, I'm like, oh, that shouldn't happen. That probably shouldn't be a thing. Because especially when they get crippling poison, constantly slowing you with that, there's no way to catch up. It is so weird. You're gonna be stunned by Conan, trying to see if he can fight through Terror Barrows, who still got himself immunity in case things ever get rough. Does go in for the bubble. No Shatter, because no one is really ever gonna invest into Shatter unless they're facing against a bunch of mages and paladins in a dueling arena. Trying to see if he can just survive the bubble and then get back in as soon as possible. Terror Barrows got himself plenty of slow stun to Conan. Does have an out. Shockwave to follow. Still got himself a big shield of vengeance. Conan may have to go for big and rage regeneration if he wants to even have a chance of surviving this. Got himself reflect. May just want to go for as much healing. Did wait out the full shield of vengeance. Actually, hold on a second. Maybe this is going to be an opportunity. Hand of Freedom threw a Stormbolt on the guy, but the guy just immuned it. I guess DR'd it, maybe? There's going to be mad damage. Slam it down onto Conan. Nothing he can do. Terror Barrows does end up taking him out from a distance. And Haste trying to give this man as much of an honor duel as he can. Terror Barrows looking for a bit of recovery. Going to be Hasted catching up a little bit of healing. Terror Barrows wanting to circle around that area of the map. Is going to try to go for Spell Ward, a big damage reduction. Haster cannot really stop this right now. Could go for Disperse. May just want to go for Disperse while Terror Barrows got himself full immunity against magic damage. Is going to have the Aegis proccing in. I think try to go for Power Word Light, but I end up getting kind of long cooldown on that thing. And with that stun, I think it just might be over. I think Terror Barrows just wins this, doesn't he? Maybe. Hold on a second. Fear by Haster. Maybe not out of this fight just yet. Got him some PI and everything. VT to follow. Try to see if he can maybe blast out Terror Barrows. Shadow Crash around the corner. Oh, but I don't know if it's going to be enough though. Try to see if he can survive here. Oh, my play. Oh, man. So rough. The guy did play that one pretty good. Although that Wake of Ashes and the random judgments, I don't know about those. 4? He's got 4 kills? No way, I didn't even realize it. Man, that guy is actually kind of insane then, huh?